Alright, welcome to my playthrough walkthrough of the Road of Sacrifices. I've decided that we'll do all of Road of Sacrifices and then I'll do the Farenkeep Swamp separate. I actually just learned that the PS4 video editor, the Share Factory one, you have a maximum of 80 minutes that the video can be. Because I was going to do the swamp in this area all together, all in one. Because that's pretty much how I consider it, like all one area, but I'm going to divide it into two. Alright, anyway. So starting right off, and kill this guy by the tree to the left hand side. We're going to drop attack this one. These guys will drop the Shriving Stones, which takes off any infusion on a weapon that you might have and returns it to its normal state. They also can drop the Corvian Great Knife and Corvian Great Scythe. Both are good weapons for their class. There is one more type to these creatures. The spell one, I think he's called something to do with like chanting, maybe. And they also can drop hollow gems, which if you're doing a luck bleed build, the hollow gems are very valuable because they're pretty rare drops in the main game. Alright, I'm gonna make sure we have full health. After you kill him, right down here, there's two ledges. Drop down. Okay, let's see. So I had a total of 885 health, and it took about 780 damage for both of the drops. So just a heads up on that. And we picked up the Brigand Twin Daggers. They're pretty fun to use, but I still prefer the Bandit's Knife over them. And we're gonna run into an NPC that we're gonna have to fight right here, and she's from Dark Souls 1. Ow, jeez. Man-Eater, I can't remember her name exactly. Man-Eater something. And she drops the Butcher's Knife. It has really good scaling in strength and requires absolutely no dex to use it. Some people really like that weapon. I don't really care for it. Even though it has such great scaling, the damage that you get out of it is not very good. And the moveset is meh. It doesn't have a lot of range, surprisingly. Anyway, so under the archway, up to the left side, across the bridge, kill these two guys, and we'll pick up a Titanite shard. And there's nothing up here, it just backtracks. And we're gonna run past this bridge guarded by one of them, and we're gonna drop down to the left side of the tree. And most of the time, if they aggro, they'll just fall into the void and die, as you can see there. Every once in a while, one might actually land where it can attack you, but you're pretty safe down here. Right around the corner is going to be two dogs. Not even close. And not even close again. And one is pregnant. I don't know what the meaning of this is, but that is a pregnant undead dog. At least that's what I take from that. Looks like there's some maggots on it. I don't know what's going on here. But you pick up Tome of Karim. This you can give to the miracle lady at the shrine to learn some new miracles, as well as a ring that boosts miracle damage. Or boosts miracles in general, I guess, because a lot of them are healing. And just continue on. This one has red eyes. It doesn't seem to be any stronger than any of the other ones, though. Oh, they've already changed. That's great. Alright, let's try and get a jumping attack in on that one. These guys can be really brutal after they switch into the winged form. They can fly up and do drop attacks on you. What the hell? Did you just see that? It reverted back to its original form. I've never seen that before. Yeah, but with so many of them all right here at the end, just be careful. They attack very quickly and can murder you fast. Alright. Main bonfire going into the bulk of the area. 2 NPCs that we definitely want to talk to here and kick off some storyline.
Oh, hello. How do you do? This is you. We're what beyond we see. We may go the next minute. He's but don't we?
The guy in the executioner suit will give you a new covenant item. A new covenant.
We are beyond the next minute.
And it's it Anri?
Beyond we make the next made a
I think I can't believe I'm forgetting everybody's names now. I swear his name was Anri. I mean, maybe I'm wrong though, I don't know. But if you're female, he'll be male. If you're male, then she'll be a female. It's all there. This character is always the opposite sex of what you are. Alright, so going into here, when you're embered, while you're out in the water, you trigger NPC invasion. And I prefer to take out the crabs in the water first to make it so much easier. So I am going to die so I can take the ember off. And besides, might as well die and kick off some of the Halloween so we can start leveling up with Yul for free. I'm gonna kill this guy up here though to see if I can get anything from him. Storytellers, that's what they are. The ones with the staff are the storyteller ones. Wow. Half my health gone in one hit. Alright. Run back and grab my souls and then we'll get into this area. Oh, of course they're up there. I was hoping for the scythe. And these guys are already gone. They ain't waiting around for nothing. Alright, so there's a pathway that winds around to the left and goes down. We're just not even gonna take the normal path. We're going to drop off the ledge straight ahead here. pick up the item. Pardon me. And by the way, bleed weapons work really well in this area. Against the crucified guys over here. Right around here, there's an item we want to grab. Just get it out of the way. Oh, man. There we go. Hey, 2 for 1. And we're going to head right back over to where we were. And when you're in the water, just be wary of the giant crabs. They can run up on you pretty fast. And then they have a pretty big range of sight. So all you can see is that little poisonous turtle insect thing. But right around behind the tree is another one of the crucified guys. Nice. And just keep heading straight into here. You got a Black Knight ahead. We're just gonna go around where he can't see us. Don't worry if he hears you, he won't do anything. He turns around kind of to the side as you go by, but just keep your distance and you'll be fine. Sellsword Twin Blades, extremely good dex weapon. They get an S scaling when you use the Sharpen Fusion. Dual wielded, great weapon art, unparable weapon art. It's great weapon. Farron Cole we'll give to Andre the Blacksmith to get our weapon infusions started so we can start using them. And we're gonna sneak up on this Black Knight. There's a trick I learned. You get up close to him, don't let him turn around though, and do a charged R2, and he attacks frontwards the way he's facing now. He attacks away from you for some reason. It works 90% of the time, and you can get a couple extra hits in before you have to back off and get ready to actually fight him. Let's see if it'll work. Yeah, see that? He attacked the wrong direction. Best way to deal with this guy is pretty much what I've iterated already, is dodge his attack, hit him, and then dodge, attack, hit. 1 for 1. So dodge, hit, dodge, hit. And no drop. And later on, while I'm in this area, I will definitely farm this Black Knight to get his armor. I really like the armor. It's pretty good this early in the game. But that's after we open up this door here, and which is locked from this side, of course. Okay, and we're not embered. We're going to go ahead and go off into the water area. There's the crab right there. Make sure you don't go into the dark water for fighting the crab. We want to have full movement. I just keep strafing to the right. Just keep circling around, hitting when you get a chance. One more. And I got that riposte in. I got it pretty quickly, surprisingly, but like I said, this is a great weapon early on. It has high damage right now, and it also has bleed built into it, so, and you can infuse it and buff it and everything. Really good early on weapon. But yeah, once you get enough hits in on the large crabs, you can get a repost in. Alright, so we're gonna go through here and grab these 2 items. Pyromancy Tome, so you can learn more pyromancies. Give it to the guy in the shrine. And the Conjurator set. The little crabs can drop moss. The blood red moss, the purple moss that stops poisoning, which we definitely want to stock up on the purple stuff when we can. So as we go, there's one more large crab here. Oh wait, I think... Yeah, when we killed the first one, you automatically get a drop of the Great Swamp Ring, which boosts pyromancies. If you started out as a pyromancer, you will automatically already have this ring, but if you need it, now is the time to get it. So we're just gonna make our way through the water, killing off the small crabs until we aggro the big one. If you like to fight when you're locked on, it is definitely a good idea to kill the small ones, so you don't auto-target them while you're trying to stay locked onto the big one. Took a chance there. Oh, that one didn't even hit. Alright, so I'm going to take out the rest of the little ones in the area, grab the items in the water area, and then I'm going to pop an ember and get invaded by the NPC. I'm not going to bother healing, because once you pop an ember, it refills all your health. And stay in the water, by the way. Don't go up onto the land here. There's 2 NPC enemies that are pretty tough right now in the game, and we just want to leave them alone. I feel like I missed something. I know the crest shield is around here somewhere, the grass crest shield. Fallen Knight set is a great armor set. In fact, I know I'm using the Lothric Knight ones. Yeah, I'll just stick with that. Wow. I didn't know the trousers weighed that much. They're like rope and like barley sacks or something. They weigh more than all these other ones. Oh, that's awesome. What the hell is a grass crest shield? I know it's around here. Did I pick it up? Nope. There it is. Okay. Don't miss out on this. It's a really good shield, and it ups your stamina regen. Alright. We'll just keep on going down this way. And in the little doorway here, we're gonna fight another one of the crucified guys. Man, this sword is just too good. Sage Ring makes spellcasting faster, and Sorcerer set, that'll come in handy with the boss of the area. He's like all magic damage. Let's go ahead and pop it. And let's use fire. Alright, should be getting close to where he comes out. It's kind of in the middle to the right a little bit by a tree. I think it's back here, yep. Get right behind him if you can, like this, and get a backstab in. I'm just gonna outpoise him if he's gonna use his pickaxe. Yep, you're out of health, bud. The Heisel pick is a pickaxe that you can cast sorceries with. And I believe it had a really good poise buff, I think, or hyper armor added to it recently, so it's definitely a good weapon. Let's see. So we'll go up the stairs back here. Actually, let me, yeah, fuck it, let's go this way. I'm just gonna leave him. And right out this doorway, if you drop down, there's a ring around the corner right here. Then we'll kill this guy. And a crystal lizard right here. Don't go to the right, we're gonna go straight ahead. Oh, I didn't even think about it. I only have 8 intelligence. Shit. We gotta come back this way anyway. So normally I would just head up around here. And we'll talk to... Well, I can't remember anybody's name.
Well, what do you want? This is my... If you haven't any... How intrigued? You and should never... You have done. Let it be on your way.
He just turned me down. You can send him to the shrine and learn sorceries from him, but you have to have 10 intelligence to get him. So we'll just do that later. We're gonna drop down here. We're gonna drop to the left because there's 2 crucified guys here. The one by the fire is the only one that will aggro, so we're gonna stay away from this one and not hit him. Grab the items out of here and watch out for those guys. And we're gonna stay on dry land now, and we'll just head up around. We're gonna stay kind of towards the back wall. It seems like the majority of the items are along the back wall. There is a summon for Hodrick here. If you summon him, he will fight you, and he's a little bit harder this time around. So you don't get anything for beating him, really. It's, I don't know, there's not a lot of point to it. So let's see, right here in the middle of all these guys is a Titanite shard. We're gonna do this kind of quick. Great shield. We're gonna run around, sticking to the back wall. Another Titanite shard. And then we're pretty much back to the beginning right here. So So run back through, closer to the water, and grab a fading soul. Avoid the annoying dog. Up the pathway to the right, and we'll get a bonfire. Oh, you see how he disappears and reappears? Isn't that great? Fucking magic dog. They all do that. If you're running away from dogs, they will disappear and reappear right next to you. I am not going to sit at the fire because I don't want to bring the large crabs back. I'm gonna jump back into the water and go back up the stairs. And this time we'll head out the hole in the wall right here. And drop down to this ledge. It's the only way to get here. And grab the golden falcon shield. It's a cool little shield. I like it. I don't see a lot of people using it, but I think it's pretty neat looking and it's light. It's a good good shield to use like a blessed infusion on and just keep as a parrying tool. Alright, so there's two NPCs, like I said earlier, that are going to attack us. One has a giant great club, which is a good weapon, and the other one has an exile great curved sword, which is also a great weapon. There's two really awesome weapons that you get right here. We're going to aggro them and then run into the building and just go down the ladder and watch, well, watch at least one of them die. There's one. Where's the other one? Okay. And roll. And roll catch. Get on the ladder. Go down just a little bit. Oh, are you serious? One more. No! Well, that's embarrassing. Shit. Alright, let's try that again. God, I can't believe that fucking happened. Usually they just fucking jump into the hole. I swear. Ta-da! Die. Where's the other one? I'm not gonna repeat that. If he climbs onto the ladder, I'm just gonna go down. Fuck him. Pick up the Exile Greatsword. Let's light this bonfire while we're here. And let's just sit at it. That should get him off the ladder so we can head back up. And get him to fall down the hole. Or we can just fight him. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's one-on-one at this point. I'm still gonna do the ladder trick though. It's just quicker and easier. Shit. There he goes. Alright, now let's go, so that's pretty much everything out of this area, without going into the swamp. We're gonna go ahead and just take out the boss, the Crystal Sage. It's not like a main boss, it's kind of a mini boss, honestly. When you kill the boss of this immediate area that we're in right here, it doesn't stop any invasions or anything. Oh, speaking of invasions, I definitely want to say this area is protected by Covenant, and when you use the Covenant, you automatically get summoned when people come into this area embered. The Farron Wolves? I can't remember exactly. I always forget everything, but let's see. Might as well just go this way. Actually, we're gonna go this way because I want to show you something. But yeah, so if you come into here embered, you will get invaded by regular players. You can have a max of 1 red invasion and 2 of the Covenant invasions at once. Hey, no look kill. How about that? Alright. So there's one more item that's in this area right here. I usually skip over it because you can... Is it... Maybe you can't buy it. I'm pretty sure it's the regular Sorcerer's Staff, but now maybe it might not be. Let's take a look. It's one of the Sorcerer's Staffs. Dude with the light. They're all docile in there. The guy with the light, you just take him out first. Because he's the one that's going to alert everyone that you come in there. So, pop him in the head, and we're good. There is a mage up there, so he's the only one that's going to aggro. And of course, let's just drop on him. Ah, it's the Heretic Staff. Any mage build that I've ever done, I've never used this one at all. It doesn't have that great of scaling for the spell buffs. The regular Sorcerer Staff that you can buy from the Handmaiden is good until you can get the Court Staff. The Court Staff has the best scaling when you get into the higher intelligence levels. So I'm gonna, let's see, let's take care of everybody in here. Don't fall down the hole. That's the only hole here, but we don't want to fall down it. There's 2 mages at the doorway, one on our side of the door, the other one on the other side of the door. The closest one will shoot the fast Farron darts, the other one uses the soul spear, the slower one. Just be careful of those spells. Ah, shit. Yeah, that one will do some damage. Before we go into this fight, let's head around and grab an item that's right above us. And again, if you have 10 intelligence, just grab this guy right away. I'm gonna have to come back since I don't have the intelligence. But we get some blue bug pellets, which will help with the magic defense. So the next boss is pretty much all magic damage that he does. So right now I have 16 on the magic defense. We want to do much better than that. 13. I'm just equipping everything that has the absolute highest magic defense that I have. Yeah, nothing. And it's all nice and lightweight, so that'll help us out a little bit. We'll roll faster. And put that in there for quick access. Oh, duh, I forgot. If you're embered, you can summon Egon. He's a little bit of help. I'll just summon him. during the second stage of this boss fight, he makes illusions of himself. Like, so there's like 5 or 6 of them at the same time, and you only have to hit the fake ones once and they'll go away. So it's good to have him in there as an extra person to just kind of help clear those out till you get to the main one. You can tell the difference between them. The fake ones will be shooting blue magic, and the real mage that you need to do damage to will be using purple magic. So I'm gonna one-hand this to get the hits in faster in the beginning. When you first get in there and he pops up, you want to get up to him and get as much damage in as you can right at the beginning. So, and of course, I mean, be wary of getting hit as well. Let my stamina build up. I was hoping to get a bleed out of him. I'm just gonna keep it one-handed, make it a little bit, well, I'll do a running attack. So he just randomly pops up. There we go. Hey, this is going pretty good. Might as well fill my health. You can see all the different ones come up. See, that one's using blue. And that one has purple over there. You can distinctly see the difference. So we're just gonna go straight to him. There he is. Is that right? Oh, I had a different ammo. Alright. Now with him dead, we're gonna go a little bit ahead. The left side is the doorway. There's some ash that we can pick up for the handmade to buy new stuff. So we're just gonna get that right away. We're not gonna wait around for it. And as you can see, follow the crystal lizards. Do not jump off to the right. Someone always puts a message here to fucking jump down here. You will die, I swear. We're gonna sneak up behind the fat lady. There's an item right to the right hand side of her. The Herald armor set. And we're gonna get in a good hit. Nice. And there's nothing else right around here. And so there's 2 of these guys. One's walking around up there, the other one's right here. They cannot go on this bridge at all. So once you get to the bridge, you're safe. And there's one more bonfire that's right past this bridge. If you need anything from the Evangelicus lady, the spiked mace, her armor, blessed gem, Titanite shards, she drops all that stuff. This is a great spot to farm her. Alright, so to the left hand side is one of the bandit NPCs. He's not too hard, so we'll just deal with him. Fuck off. Alright. I'll quit messing around. Hit me right in the face with that knife. Look at that. Fucking dick. Paladin's ashes. There's one more NPC up here. He's one of the guys from Dark Souls 1 from the forest area. Is it the Brigand Warrior or whatever? Or the maybe he's like a bandit or some shit. Anyways, come up the hill right here around to the right hand side. Come all the way up. Grab this shield. And let's kill this guy. He drops the spider shield as well, which is a really good shield in my opinion. It has really good stability. And it's you can infuse it as well. And when I say it has really good stability, it has really good stability for its class. I mean, it's going to be outclassed by like the great shields, of course, you know, but and I believe it's a weapon skill shield as well. So if you have it in your left hand, you can use your weapon skill. Anyway, so we are done with this area. We're going to move on to the swamp next, but let's head back to Firelink Shrine and take care of some things. Since we picked up the ashes, Sirius will show up and talk to us.
I am Sirius. Duties we each, I doubt we've much to blessing of them.
This will initiate her storyline, and as long as you don't become a Finger of Rosaria, you'll be okay to do her storyline. If you do become it, she's against that, and she will come and tell you that she doesn't like you anymore, and that if she sees you again, she's gonna kick your ass, and she leaves forever. But with the Crystal Sage dead, I am immediately going to transpose his soul into the Crystal Sage's rapier. Not because it is a good weapon, because it's not. It increases drop rate. So if you need to get any items or farm anything, you can put this in your offhand, and it raises your item discovery, I think by 50 points. So it was 115, put it in the offhand, and now it's 165. And get that right away, because the swamp area has a lot of enemies that will drop heavy gems, which are definitely useful. And so we'll give the ashes to the handmaid.
Gracious, let I only.
And that gives us the ability to buy the Undead Hunter charms, which I'm going to use to go back and farm the Soul of Avarice on the High Wall of Lothric's second bonfire until I can the Mimic chest, until I can get the Soul of Avarice. And I'm going to do that between now and going into the swamp and just get it out of the way. And like here's the sorcerer's staff. The canvas talisman is really good for miracles. The morning star is a pretty good weapon for it's a bleed build strength weapon. Then you have the exile armor and the sage's big hat and Lloyd's shield ring. Buy that ring right away. The other stuff's kind of expensive. I'm not going to wear any of it right now, so I'm going to wait on that.
Ashen one.
I'm going to level up my intelligence while I'm here.
Then taken.
Just do 2 right now. There we go.
Farewell, Ashen one.
And later on, when we get to the Cathedral of the Deep, I'm gonna take those off and reallocate them to something else. Because I don't need intelligence at all. Give him the coal.
A fine prize.
Alright,
I'm
and
honored to be endued with it. Now praise the
let's see if there's anything worth doing. Actually, I'll do that all on my own time. So now you can do some more infusions.
Oh,
Ah, too short. We have 2 hollowing. I'm not sure what you need to kick off with Yul for the next level up. Let's see if we can do it. Yes, we'll get another level. Why does it keep doing that? I swear to God, I'm not shaking my controller.
Be safe, Chad.
I'm gonna focus on strength a little more than dex right now. The better weapons, I think, early in the game are, well, I mean, it goes both ways, whether it's strength or dex, but I prefer the strength weapons, so I'll stick with those. One more thing before I finish this video. Up around here at the tree, we're gonna take a look, since we've been invaded, and find a seed of a giant tree. You can use that item to gain, I believe it's 45, it's either 45 or 60 seconds if you have an invader, whether it's a real person or an NPC invader. You use that item and for 45 to 60 seconds the enemies will target them as well. In this playthrough, I'm only picking it up because you can trade it to the crow for an item, so I'm kind of saving up the items that I haven't traded yet, and we'll do all the rest of them a little bit later. So that is it for the Road of Sacrifices. I'm gonna jump back in and do the swamp and for the next video. Thanks for watching, definitely appreciate it as usual. Hopefully I'm helping somebody out. I'm trying to think of anything I might have forgot about this area, but I guess one thing, the mages and the regular undead guys that are in that ruins right before the fog gate for the boss. If you can farm that little area for crystal gems, if you need to infuse any weapons with the crystal gems, which will give you magic damage on your weapon if you're using like a sorcerer build. But other than that, I can't think of anything else. It's a pretty cut and dry area. And alright, so I'm gonna cut it off here. I'm gonna go grab our buddy for buying the sorceries, and I'll do a few other things that aren't really important, like buying crap and infusing my weapons and whatnot, and then we'll get going on the swamp. Alright, thanks.